recorders, and welcome back to my channel. Remember, if you watched my video from earlier on today, then you'll know that I am a 1,000-pound newbie. So I am just falling into the rabbit hole of all the drama that this show entails. So now that I'm hearing that there's trouble in paradise between Tammy and her sister Amy. Apparently, Tammy feels a little bit taken advantage of by her sister Amy because her sister Amy is going through a divorce from her husband, Michael. And so Tammy, being a nice sister, offered for Amy to come and stay over at her house with her kids and everything like that. But now she feels as though Amy has overstayed her welcome, and allegedly she feels taken advantage of because of that. And so now she's itching for her sister to kind of move on from her house and bounce back somewhere else. It's not being said in the article how long Amy and her kids have been at Tammy's house, but listen, I get it. Like, I'm one of those people. I've lived alone my whole adult life with the exception of 1 year, and that year was really difficult because I don't enjoy living with, listen, I didn't enjoy living with that person, let's say. Like, it was all well and good, but there's just I love solitude. I love having my own space. I love, if I'm craving a midnight snack, getting up and doing it. Like, if I want to play my music, if I want to do this, like, it's just nice to have your own space. So I could see why that would start to wear on Tammy, especially when kids are involved. It's one thing to have another adult in your home, but when they come with not one, but two kids, oh my God, the constant talking, the constant noise, the constant running around, like watching what you say, watching what you watch and everything. Like, it's a lot. I don't think I could tolerate it for a really long time either. So I totally get where Tammy is coming from in this. One thing that I will say that's a little bit to me is how, according to sources, Tammy is saying that she actually even feels like she is raising Amy and Mike's kids because they're in the house 24/7, which I don't know about that. I feel like there's a difference between letting kids run around in your house 24/7 and you actually raising them. I'm sure that Amy is the one raising them because last I checked, Tammy is not, she's not like a really like motivated run around type of person. You know what I mean? Like, it was always Amy who was leaps and bounds ahead of her in terms of all of that stuff. One question I gotta ask is, Mike, what kind of man are you to let your wife be the one to vacate the home when she has the kids the majority of the time? In my opinion, whoever is going to be the primary caregiver for these kids needs to stay in the home and the other person can go ahead and leave, because the separation, the divorce, is already difficult enough for children to navigate without having to be uprooted from their own homes and then, all that stuff that comes with it. I'm really not liking that on your behalf, Michael. I hope you have a really good excuse for what it is that you are doing there. Another reason allegedly that Tammy allegedly is upset with her sister Amy staying her welcome is that she's also frustrated about her own relationship. It's not just Amy in the midst of a separation, divorce situation. Allegedly, Tammy is going through that too. She's only been married for like 4 months, but word on the street is that's already coming to a crashing halt because her husband, Caleb, who everyone warned her about, they were like, listen, girl, why are you doing this, right? Why are you having this kind of shotgun wedding situation with a guy that you don't even know? It's not a good idea. Like, he could be like a serial killer and whatnot. And lo and behold, he is not the guy that she had hoped that he was. She wanted him to get out of the rehab or be relocated to a rehab closer to her and whatnot. And he has not really been taking the steps to make that happen. And so now they're drifting apart as a new couple and everything as well. So it really is just a lot. And I imagine that Tammy just wants to have her own space to grieve this short-lived relationship marriage thing that she's got going on. And I understand that as well. Sometimes you just want to go through it on your own, like, let me ruminate in peace. I don't want to hear Baby Shark in the background as I cry or whatever. Like, I get it. Honestly, I understand it for the both of them because listen, Tammy, this can't be easy for Amy either. She was married. She was with this guy for a while, a couple of years. They've got 2 kids. And then, she can't even just manage her own heartbreak on her own, just like you can, because you don't have kids yet, but Amy's got 2 kids that she's got to get up for every single day and whatnot. So this is tough for her. She can't even just be in her own bed and this and that. Like, it's tough for everybody. So I do hope that they are able to be patient with one another as this transition goes. Listen, I gotta ask you guys, because remember, I am a 1,000 pound newbie. So what's the tea on how much these people are making? I know that TLZ does not pay the 90 Day Fiance people as much as they should, but is that like across the board with every show? Are all of these people just incredibly underpaid? Is that what's going on? Is that why Amy can't get her own kind of like house or whatnot? Because they live in a pretty low cost of living area. So it's kind of surprising to me that with this TV stuff and like the influencerships and whatnot, Amy would not be able to afford her own place. But again, I know nothing about this really. I'm just diving in for the first time. And I would love for you guys to let me know a little bit about that in the comment section. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.